Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to be doing something a little different. You guys can see in the top right where I normally have the deck posted on the overlay. It's not there, and the reason why is because I'm going to be using multiple decks this video. I'm doing a deck copy challenge where basically after every game I'm going to be copying my opponent's deck, and I'm doing this on ladder, so we're going to go ahead and get the first one ready. This was my last game, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I first of all wanted to like mix up the content, do something, that I haven't done before. I did this about a year and a half ago or maybe a year ago in a classic challenge, but I've never done it on ladder. So I decided, like, let's give it a try on ladder, and I want to see like what you guys think of it, and I can always do it again next month if you guys enjoy it. Other reason why I'm doing it is because I tilted a lot. Like, look at this. I'm like 500 trophies below my my season highest, but a lot of the season left, so no need to worry at all. But yeah, I was at 7,000 trophies, so a little unfortunate, but this is the first deck we're going to be playing. And before we get into it, if you guys want to support me, you can use my creator code BOSS. You can use it in any Supercell game. Helps support me, helps support the channel, and I really appreciate all you guys who use my code. It means a lot. So let's get in the first game. Kind of an interesting Mortar Royal Hog deck. Don't think I've ever played this exact variant before. I've used Mortar Royal Hogs before, but that was a while ago in a completely different variant, so I've never played this deck before, and that's what's going to be interesting about this video. There's probably going to be lots of decks that I've never played before, because especially since I'm not even in the top 200 right now, there's going to be a lot of, off-meta decks potentially that we go up against, so we'll see. I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit, and that should fully stop that Dark Prince. I guess we can go Royal Hogs. And oh boy, so Sparky. We're using Royal Hogs, and the first game we get is Sparky, so they're definitely not really something we, I guess, want to see. But what's good is we do have the Royal Delivery, which is going to help a lot. Obviously, that's a really good answer to the Sparky, but he obviously having Sparky for our Royal Hogs, it's going to make things difficult. I guess, though, we can go Delivery like this. We can go for an Ice Spirit. Please, Sparky, don't. Oh, let's go. The Sparky was so close to shooting our tower, but luckily Sparky's not very good now after the nerf it got, and it wasn't able to get that shot off. So, whew, we kind of got lucky there, because if that Sparky shot my tower, it might have been a good game, because it takes like half your tower. In this matchup, I think it's good to be passive. Oh my gosh, he has the Elixir Collector. Guys, watch this. The Elixir Collector only gets one Elixir now after the... so Earthquake got a rework, right? It does more damage to buildings, but it does less to towers. The Elixir Collector only gets one Elixir now. That's crazy. Before it would get two, but that was still obviously a negative trade. But now, if someone has Earthquake and you're using Elixir Collector, you're basically just handing them free Elixir, pretty much. So that's just something to keep in mind. I guess we can go Royal Delivery. We do manage to hit a little bit of the minion horde, and then Log to finish off this Sparky. Do we need to Delivery? Yeah, we needed it, so good thing I played it. Do we go... I think he might have Sparky in cycle, but it won't hit... I don't think it'll hit all the Royal Hogs. Oh my gosh, it did. Well, hopefully we can defend. I probably can't play Royal Hogs again this whole match, because if I do... I just feel like they're not going to get value. I might need to just cycle Earthquakes this game. We still are able to do it, even though it did get nerfed, or the damage it does to towers. I still think we're capable of doing it, and if not, then this is just going to be a very long game. It's basically just going to be me playing defense, because I don't want to Royal Hogs in the opposite lane, knowing that I think it just wouldn't be the best idea, considering I have no damage. I just think I should just try to play good defense, and that's my best bet. But now I think I can go Royal Hogs, because he doesn't have enough to... Oh, he actually does go Sparky, but he plays it in the back, so it's not going to reach the Hogs. Do we get the tower in Earthquake range? Yes, we do. Log and Earthquake will be enough. That Giant Rage surprisingly almost took my tower, and We have to play this guy's deck next game, so we'll see how that goes, because it's the copy deck challenge, so I have to play, whatever my opponent's deck is. So yeah, this should be interesting. Elixir Collector is not very good, so I'm curious to see how this goes. I do like using Sparky, though. I would consider myself a pretty good Sparky player. So that's good, at least. I'm familiar with the interactions of the Sparky, the Rage, Mini Pack of Dark Prince, but the Wizard and the Elixir Collector, I don't even think he used the Wizard all game. I don't know why. I feel like he should have, because they're pretty good versus Roadhogs. But anyway, this is our next one. We have this crazy deck. I don't even know if I'm going to use the Elixir Collector. It depends on what my opponent's deck is, because it might not even get much value. I'm going to wait. I'm fine waiting. I don't think Spear Goblins are something I really need to defend. So we're going to go Sparky on his Mortar. And we'll go from there. We'll see what he's using. So he's got some kind of Mortar deck. Guess we can Giant in the back. This could be good. I mean, if he's got Minion Horde, I feel like our Wizard will get a lot of value, obviously. So, we'll see how this goes. I think I'm going to Dark Prince in the back. And we'll Wizard. I think good Wizard here. Take out the Bats. And then we'll Rage. I think we should Rage here. It's going to surprise him. Probably catch him off guard. And we might be able to get a little bit of damage. Yeah, Wizard's going to get quite a lot of damage in there. Wow, I mean, we got over 1,000 damage on his tower already. And I feel like this deck is better in double Elixir anyway, so that's really good for us. I guess we'll Sparky again. He might predict it this time. Does that splash both? No, it doesn't. I think it was close, but yeah, it didn't, unfortunately. I guess I'm just going to Elixir Collector. My cycle's a little awkward. So he's got Fireball. All right. You know what? Fireball's out of cycle, so what if we do something like this? I mean, it worked. Yeah, guys, this deck, not gonna lie, I don't think it takes much skill, but it's definitely fun to play. But yeah, that was pretty skillful. We just played Minion Horde Giant at the bridge and raged it. But I mean, it honestly was the smart thing to do because his Fireball is out of cycle. That's why the Elixir Collector, even though Elixir Collector isn't that good, surprisingly can come in clutch, like when you're like baiting out like spells and stuff. But I guess we'll rage up here and pray that he doesn't take our tower. But I think yeah, he's gonna take it, because if I wizard, it would have been too late. Well, that's just unfortunate. I don't know how I feel about that, I was going to say his cannon cart, but oh man. Yeah, guys, I think we lost. That was so unfortunate that I couldn't save our tower. That's unfortunate. Because now at this point, good retarget at least, but yeah, I think this might be GG, unfortunately. We will see, though. We kind of got that, like, lucky giant minion horde push at the bridge, and then now we're just having the hardest time breaking through. Well, yeah, that's unfortunate. We'll see. We'll see. Like, maybe we can make something happen somehow. But the problem is we don't even have, like, a zap or anything like that. Oh my gosh. The Sparky connected. I don't think that's enough. Yeah, good game. Oh, unlucky. So close, but yeah, I mean, once he knew what we were using and didn't have that surprise factor anymore, yeah, he was able to defend much easier. That's the thing. I knew going into this video we were going to get some decks that are, like, not that good, but that's kind of the fun of it, like, trying to do your best to, like, make them work. But we were so close. We almost won with Giant Elixir Collector Wizard Rage. So, I mean, that was pretty crazy. Even though we lost, it was a very close game. So, I guess we'll go ahead and copy our next one here. We got a Mortar Bait deck. Not a meta deck, I would say. I mean, there are some Mortar decks right now that are used, but usually it's Mortar Graveyard at this point in the meta. You don't typically see Mortar Bait decks. Cannon Card is very strong, though. It's becoming more and more popular recently. I think it actually gets a lot of value in lots of matchups because Fireball doesn't take it out. Poison doesn't take it out, and Lightning, takes the actual, like, shield off, but it doesn't kill the whole thing. So it overall gets a lot of value in certain matchups. So this guy has arrows. I guess we'll go in here knowing his arrows are out of cycle. He's going to have archers as well. So I'm trying to think about, like, what this possibly is. I'm going to need a Cannon Cart, unfortunately, kind of as a little bit of a tank, just because I didn't really have a choice, but luckily... Ooh, a little bit of a mistake on his end there. Cannon Cart ends up locking on the tower, so that's really good for us. I think I'm going to go ahead and Mortar here. And he's going to have Mortar as well. So Mortar versus Mortar. I think we're just going to go ahead and let ours die. He did just commit 7 elixirs, so I'm fine with that exchange. We're going to log that. And at this point, I'm wondering if he has a rocket or not. We know he's got arrows, but I'm curious if he's got another spell. That's what I don't know. Probably not. If he's got a prince, he probably doesn't have another spell. Probably just going to be arrows. So distraction there with the Goblin Gang, and then I think we're just going to go ahead and Mortar because we have the Cannon Cart down, Prince is out of cycle, and do we get that Cannon Cart to lock on to his Mortar? That's the question. We do, so that hopefully means a Mortar lock on our end. And Mortar is going to lock, so I'm going to go for Bats to tank, Spear Goblins to finish off the Archers, and we should be able to get, yeah, quite a lot of damage from that Mortar. Our Mortar, I think, I didn't count, but it was quite a lot of damage it got. I think it got like 2 or 3 hits, I want to say, so that's not bad at all. Since we have a bit of a damage lead, I'm going to go for a defensive Mortar. Since we're in the lead right now, I think that's a good play. He's going to go Prince, so I guess we can go Cannon Cart. I guess we'll go Spear Goblins like this. And... oh, it goes arrows. Okay, so Goblin Gang time, and then we can go Mortar, we can go Miner, and really nice Barbell on his M. Does the Mortar lock on the tower because that Prince... oh. Do you guys see that Spear Goblin? It was stuck. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was stuck behind the Cannon Cart and the... guess we'll go defensive Mortar again. And I guess we're still looking okay, but maybe prediction log here on skeletons. Nope, he didn't play them. I'm going to fireball those bats. Goblin getting on the bar barrel. Miner in the back. So he does go arrows. I guess we'll go spear goblins. And then all we have to do is get back to one more fireball. Should be able to get it. Yep, fireball is going to take the tower. So nice win versus another mortar deck, but we're going to have to copy his exact mortar deck right now and use it because we're copying our opponent's deck every game. So let's go ahead and copy his. I don't know how I feel about this deck. I don't think it's very good. I think the mortar deck we were using was better, but you know, we got to use what our opponent used. So let's just go for it and see if we can make it work. You know, 2.9, very fast cycle. I guess hopefully we get a good matchup here, but I don't, you know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. It's definitely, it's an interesting mortar deck, but we'll see. I think we could go mortar first play. I feel like that's fine. He's going to go Dark Prince and a Mega Minion. So, not entirely sure what this is yet, but could be like Giant Double Prince, could be Golem, could be Electro Giant. He's going to go for Zappies, so... Ooh, you know what this could be? It could be Sparky, because... Zappies, Mega Minion, Dark Prince I've seen in some Sparky decks recently. Yep. Oh, no. I feel like I don't have very much for the Sparky. We'll see, guys. I don't know. This... We survived, though, the first push. Yeah, guys, I don't know. So bats are going to be his... It would be better if he had minions, because I have arrows for those. We'll see. We'll see. I just don't know how I feel about this matchup, because we don't really have a big spell. If I had a rocket, that would be really nice, but we don't, unfortunately. Guess I'm going to go Prince at the bridge. Ooh, that's why I did that, because if he had a giant, he would have been able to pull it over, but not with a goblin giant, because he didn't have the elixir. We're going to go ahead and mortar. Was that mortar on the tower? No hits, though, unfortunately. Let's go. That worked out perfectly. Prediction arrows for Zappies. Nice. Wow, we're actually going to win this. Let's go. Let's go. At least I think we're going to. We got a fast cycle. I think we got this. Oh, shoot. Nah, we're fine. We're fine. We just have to get back to arrows. Our cycle's 2.9. We definitely got it. Let's go. Nice win. Going into that, I thought that was going to be pretty difficult. You know, he might have not played that perfectly, but yeah, really good defense. Defensive mortars are definitely the wave and the way to go in that matchup. So now we're going to use his deck. I think that this Sparky deck is for sure pretty good. One of the best Sparky decks in the meta. Personally, my favorite variant to use right now would be minions instead of bats, and mini P.E.K.K.A instead of Zappies, and then E-Wiz instead of the Mega Minion. But this variant looks pretty solid as well. We're going to try this out, and then this might be the last one we go with, or might go one more, depending on how long this game is. We'll see, but so far we've won 3 and lost 1, so it's been going pretty well so far. I didn't know what to expect when I did this, ladder copying opponent's deck thing, but yeah, it's definitely been exciting. Maybe I'll do this more often, because I think I definitely think it's pretty fun to do occasionally, because you never know what deck you're gonna have to copy next. So here we go. We'll go bats here on his minor, and then I guess we could go Dark Prince. I thought, to be honest with you guys, I wasn't paying attention. I looked away for a second, and realized he zapped my bats. I wanted to do a Dark Prince bats counter push, but yeah, it's all good. It doesn't really matter anyway, because he just countered my Dark Prince with his own. So he's going to go E-Wiz. So this could be Giant Double Prince. E-Wiz is definitely going to be annoying, because that's a really good answer to our Sparky, obviously. And Giant Double Prince is definitely my best guess of what this is. So obviously going to Sparky into this Prince. If he goes for a Giant in front, I'm for sure going to go Goblin Giant. I think I'm still going to do it anyway. And his Zap is going to be out of rotation, so Bat's going to get a little bit of value here. I think he has... Yeah, his E was back in cycle. So we're going to Dark Prince this. Zap this. Okay, so down a little bit of damage. Overall, not too bad, though. This is going to be interesting, because I think he has Fireball, which is a direct answer to our Zappies, and Zap and E-Wiz for the Sparky. So he's got some good answers for us, to us for sure. I guess I'm going to go ahead and Sparky, though, here. I'm going to go Bats, because he might... Oh, he zaps the Bats and not the Sparky. Okay, interesting. I would really like to have a mini P.E.K.K.A. That's why I prefer mini P.E.K.K.A. in the Sparky deck, and not Mega Minion, because you can actually... It's just easier, I feel like, to build a push. But obviously we don't have that, so we need to make do with what we got. Nice that Sparky got a hit, though. So clutch for us, because if that Sparky didn't shoot, there's no way I would have been able to defend his counter push, so that's really good for me. We're going to Sparky in the back. And he's going to Giant in the back. I don't know how I feel about that play. Usually you don't want to be playing Giant into a Sparky. I just don't really think that that's that good of a play, but we'll see if it ends up working out for him. I am going to go ahead and Rage here, because it'll just help us potentially break through. Oh. Okay. We'll Mega Minion this time, and then Rage. Nice. We'll see, guys. I don't know if we're going to be able to win this, just because we haven't been able to break through, unfortunately. But I guess we'll do this. I guess that Dark Prince didn't really do anything for him, so that's good for us. We'll Rage this up. Oh, Prince is dead? Oh. Nice. Wow. the Prince just died, and we were able to get a huge chunk of damage. And at this point, I don't know. It's looking like we won potentially, because I don't know if he's going to be able to get a miner down. And if he fireballs on defense, he's not going to be able to use it on offense on our tower. But we just got to make sure to get another Sparky down. It's shot. I think we got this, guys. I think that's GG. There's 2 Sparkies down. I don't think he's defending this. Yeah, no way. So, let's go. Another really nice win. I think this Sparky deck, as I said, pretty good in my opinion. You know, maybe I'll even make like a video like fully dedicated to this Sparky deck, because I don't think I've done that yet. And I think I've seen a couple other people use this variant, but there's also some others. The one that I really like using, it originally had Musketeer in it and minions, but now it has Ewiz instead of the Musketeer. Ever since Musketeer got that nerf, Ewiz has been a little better in that deck. But yeah, this seems like a pretty solid variant too. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. Overall, we got, you know, some really good games. And it went well overall. I mean, we won 4 games, and pretty much all of the decks I used I had never played before. With the exception, I mean, you could say this, I've used a very similar variant to it, and, you know, Royal Hogs, of course I've used a lot of Royal Hog decks, but, you know, this deck right here, like, you know, Wizard, Elixir Collector, Rage, and Minion Horde, and then this Mortar deck I've never played before, and then this one, and then, so yeah, pretty good video. I think it was definitely an interesting experience. And if you guys would like to see this again, I can definitely do another video on it. I just wanted to, see how you guys liked it, because I've never done a copy deck challenge on ladder. So make sure to like it if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if not subscribed already. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.